guest stars. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Nana, present to you, and my partner here.
I'm Tita, present to you.
Oh my god, Trita, you look so miserable.
Yeah, you know, I've got some problems.
Problems with your mind?
I guess that's you.
Oh, okay, fine. But you wanna hear good news?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we won't talk a lot here, but we've got some guest stars back here.
Oh yeah, but I don't see it.
Wait, let me check the camera real quick. Oh my god! Light it up! Okay guys, you should introduce yourself first.
Action.
Hello guys, my name is Krishna. Hi, my name is Ika.
And my name is Pai.
Hi, my name is Kenia.
I have a question. Do you guys know about self-harm?
I'll take this. I know. So self-harm from the sources that I got, it's basically when someone inflicts harm or they make pain onto their own body. It's usually a way for them to relieve stress or emotional distress when they're feeling overwhelming, stressed, and then or maybe depressed. Most people think that someone who self-harm automatically think that they wanna die, but actually that's really far from the truth. Sometimes people who self-harm just wants a way to punish themselves or relieve some emotional distress, or it's sometimes can also be a mixture of both. And also, people that self-harm can also use that medium as a way to ask other people for help.
Cut.
And guys, I just wanna add, if you self-harm, please know first that your emotions and feelings are completely valid. But know there are ways that you can avoid, distract or delay yourself from doing self-harm. And then take it seriously so your emotional difficulties do not get worse. And then know that it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. Okay? It can be a sign of mental health difficulties, and if you feel that you're not able to escape from it, you can tell someone you trust about it, and your feelings are completely matter and valid.
Oh, I see. So self-harm is some type of a coping mechanism, isn't it? But are there reasons as to why people harm themselves other than emotional distress?
I want practical, but when people engage in self-harm, usually to feel sense of control, punish themselves, relief for overwhelming emotional pressure, or signal that they really need help.
So, we start the interview with Mr. Pai. But first, could you tell me a little about yourself, whatever you're comfortable sharing?
A little about myself. My name is Pai, and I'm 15 years old currently, and I'm in the 10th grade. That's all. I mean, my birthday is on 21st of July. If anyone wants to give me presents, yeah, that's all. Next question, please.
How are you feeling today before we start discussing whatever topics?
I'm feeling calm. I'm feeling really bland right now. I'm not feeling anything.
Okay. Can you describe what period of your life you are going through when self-harm first become coping mechanism for you?
The first periods of my life that self-harm became a coping mechanism for me is during 2024, specifically January. That's when my best friend unfortunately passed away. So when that happened, I started to engage in all kinds of self-harm. Yeah.
Thank you. What kinds of emotion or station felt hurt to management at that time?
The the emotions that were hard to manage at that time is the fact that I was blaming myself for all of it. My best friend passed away because he committed suicide, and I felt like I was one of the reason, even though maybe that's not really. So yeah, that was one of the hardest.
Thank you. When did you first notice the you are struggling with your mental well-being?
When I was first noticed that I struggled in my mental well-being, it was when I was starting to lose a lot of sleep, and I couldn't like eat for days, and I wasn't talking to anyone. I wasn't in the mood to talk with people, my parents even. Yeah, that's when I realized, oh my God, something is wrong with me. Yeah. Next question.
What together our feelings still came before the urge to self-harm?
Usually, the most frequent feelings are the thoughts of hating myself, and that I need to punish myself in order to, forgive for what I did, even though it's just the brain that's fooling me. Yeah, that's usually what came.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Where the turning point the made you feel ready to seek help or try different coping strategies?
Could you maybe repeat that question?
Thank you.
Okay, so was there a turning point that made you feel ready to seek help or try different coping strategies?
There was actually. There was a time when I was really motivated because I was starting to move on. I was going through the 5 stages of grief, and I was going through the last stage, which is acceptance. And around late December, that's when I was going to like a turning point. I started becoming healthier. I started to like sleep, fix my sleep schedule. I tried to eat healthier and socialize more with people.
Okay, fine. So we go on next to my questions.
Okay.
Okay, first, what types of support, friends, family, therapy, community were the most helpful for you?
Well, the most supportive communities for me is my friends because, well, I think for most teenagers, if they talk to their parents about their mental health stuff, they're gonna feel really pressured, and then their parents are not gonna understand. Most parents isn't going to understand their child's mental health problem because it's complicated. So, my friends were there during my toughest times, and it really helped me.
Yeah, I can feel it too. So next, what healthier coping strategies have you learned over this time?
A healthier coping strategy is, believe it or not, is to journal. You write everything down what you're feeling at the moment. It may take a lot of time to adapt to it, but once you get the hang of it, it actually becomes pretty easy, and it's way better than harming yourself.
Thank you. And then, how was your perspective of yourself changed since you started healing?
My perspective for myself, I didn't really change that much. It's just that, well, I feel a lot more different now, and the rough times that I went through, it definitely changed me, physically and emotionally. I feel way more matured, but the perspective of myself didn't change that much.
Okay. And then, are there strategies or habits you now use when you feel overwhelmed?
Okay, when I feel overwhelmed, right? The first thing I do is I take 3 deep breaths, just to make sure I keep myself calm, and to get that overwhelming feeling turned down a bit. And the second thing that I do is I seek for help. It's either that I reach out to a friend, or I go out and take a walk, enjoy nature, or maybe get some food. That's how. That's like one of the healthiest way to cope with being overwhelmed.
Okay. And then, what aspects of recovery were more challenging than you expected?
Um, the most challenging part was that when when you self harm, people is actually really scared to actually talk about it because they're afraid that it will offend them, even though people with self harm actually needs other people to notice and help them. So maybe that's the challenging aspect. People noticing, but they're not doing anything about it.
Okay. And then what do you wish people understood better about those who struggles with self-harm?
The first I have like two wishes. The first thing that I wish is that people to notice self harming isn't actually something that people do for fun, and it isn't something that people do to just receive the pain. It's to transfer the emotional pain that someone receives to their physical pain. So it basically redirects their pain from a physical one to an emotional one. And I want people to understand that it's not just something that people do with depression, like day to day. And the second wish is that I wish people interact more with uh, individuals that experience self harms, because believe it or not, those people really need help, and for other people to engage with them to uh, try and be better with themselves.
Okay, right. Last question. If you could speak to someone going through the same thing, what would you want to say to them?
I would say that it's okay, and I'm here for you. If you ever wanna talk about it, I'm here. And the last thing that I would say is that please find a healthier way to go through with whatever you're dealing with, and that overall is that I'm here for you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Fly. Okay, such an inspirational speech from Mr. Fly, right? Okay, should we go back?
People self-harm is so many different reasons. Others use self-harm to realize emotional pain or as a silent cry when they feel unheard. Long-term stress, family, or school pressure, and past trauma can make self-harm seem like the only ways to cope when they don't know healthier ways to deal with their feelings.
Prevention is not just telling someone to stop, it's creating a safe space where they talk without judgment. Supportive friends, a trusted adult, and someone who truly listens can reduce the urge to self-harm. Professional help also teaches healthier coping skills. The openly more we can talk about mental health, the easier it is for people to seek help before things get worse.
Can be open with others to share and understand each others. If we are hesitant to talk about personal problem with others, we can engage in activities or keep a journal or diary. This diary can help us feel better, even if it's just written down. We can also do things we enjoy so that what we fear or dislike can slowly fade away and we can recover without harming ourselves.